Hello. Okay, hang on. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me get. What was I gonna get? I was gonna get a thing. I was gonna get my phone, my other phone, so I have it. Hello. Hi, guys. God, I sound a little crazy. So I have this super fun thing called, it's really gross. It's called postnasal drip. It's really gross. Basically, when my allergies act up, and causes my sinuses to flare up, sometimes I get this thing where at like the top of my throat, in the back of my mouth, it gets scratchy. So I'm not sick, but I sound crazy because of body horror, basically. It's just like allergy body horror. Can we get a review? Sorry, I can't stay. I'm about to bring Cloverleaf Pizza to the two-way in. Cool. Lots of information very, very quickly. I think I'm gonna go live on Twitch, TikTok too. We'll see how long it lasts on this phone. I'm still banned on TikTok. Wait, do you guys know I'm banned on TikTok? I had no hang on. Yapping and car launch. I am not at the car launch, so no one get excited. I did not get access. But, you know, now you guys are stuck with me and you get to watch it with me. But yeah, I just ordered Indian food off of DoorDash because, frankly, trying to move around in the snow is not a thing that I'm capable of doing at this point. I just didn't pack for it, you know. I've been in the snow before. You would not believe that from my content lately, but this is leaking all over the place. Hold on. There we go. Allergies, I want to scratch underneath my skin. It's fun. Yeah, love it. It's great. I also got, I think, like 3 things of. Did I get 1 or 2? I thought I got multiple things of garlic naan. I think I did. I got some dal and some masala, but I got the garbanzo bean masala. How long until the launch? A couple of hours, but everything was like confusing because it was like blank at blank time. It was like 7 or something, and then now it's 6:20. But like, I don't know. I think they're like broadcasting it later than they said they would. Than like the actual launch is. You know, like It's not like a live broadcast. I'm thinking. So, you guys may just. What did you call F1 drivers this time? What do you mean? There's a couple of creators there. So, like, because what's the time? Ba, 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 ba. B-carb. Okay. Okay, now it's 10 p.m. So now they're saying 10 p.m. It is 6. So that's hours from now. Hello. Hi, Nora. Nora, do you want to come on the live? I've never actually guested with someone other than accidentally. Before anyone gets excited, I am not at the launch. I'm in Detroit, but I was not on the invite list. Thank you for the alert. Was that a follow? Oh, Jamesy, I don't have the flag. Fuck, Jamesy. Thank you for for subscribing. You won the Swole Grand Prix. Sorry, I don't have the flag. I totally fucked up. I blanked. Because for those who don't know, my Wi-Fi went out when I got home from what's it called? I'm in watching from across the mitten. Very nice. I love your bracelet. Thank you. That was a really slow process to get this open. It's just to spite you, what they may be announcing. It's the car launch. It's the season's car launch. It's not like, surprise. It's a surprise. We know exactly what it is. In fact, we know probably, in fact, that the Red Bull is 100% going to look exactly the same way it did last year in the last, like, 3-4 years. It would be really, aside from the fact that obviously there's, like, differences with the regulations itself. But Are the schedules ever consistent? Dude, I don't know. I didn't think they would do 10 p.m. EST. That sounds dumb. I'm in EST and I think that's dumb. I mean, they might be doing more stuff. Ford might be announcing more stuff, but like the thing that everyone's here for is VCarb and, RB. The amount of people that are doing what's it called? Is that the timeline? Hold on. Yeah, 10 p.m. Live in 3. What the fuck? Okay, this is 3 hours from now, not 4. So I think that's fine. But thank you for the hearts and stuff. Okay, I'm so hungry. I'm actually so excited. Oh, that's good, doll. Okay, and then I got. You know when the garbanzo beans are just like perfect, so they're not mushy? This is great. And then is this the naan or is this the... No, this is the naan. I did get 2 orders of garlic naan because I know I'll eat it all. Hummus while you're out there. My girlfriend buys takeout container full when she goes. Sick. Wow, that's so late to do the lounge. God, I think I got mild spice and I feel it. My throat thing, that's why. What's hot naan? Let's go. It's hot. Oh, thank you for the gifted sub, Kuna. Oh my god, Kuna, you won the Swell Grand Prix. I don't have the flag. This is a very large car. Yeah. Let's see. What message, Measle? I'm on the laptop, so I don't have the normal setup. I'm excited to see the V-Carb because I'm curious what they're going to do with it, like how it's going to look. Is Yuki here, by the way? Because Ford did something with like literally all of their drivers. So like a lot of the creators that are here with Ford and Red Bull and stuff, they're all doing they all got interviews today with a bunch of the drivers and stuff. But I don't think I've seen anything of Yuki. Daniel's here because he's doing a whole Ford collection with Enchante. Is it cheaper than Prime and Measle Weasel? This is just how I eat doll, chat. You guys just see me eat a container of doll. Thank you for following on TikTok. It would be so funny if both cars are identical to last year except the new car design, like the new regulations. It'd be so funny. They packaged this well because the delivery took a minute. It's still piping hot. This is doll, and then this is, I don't remember the actual name for it, but it's garbanzo beans in like tikka masala sauce. It's very good. I'm living vicariously through at the moment. I'm eating Indian food. I'm in Detroit. It stopped snowing. It stopped snowing today about 11, I think. And I felt like an idiot. I was like, wow, California girl doesn't know how to check the weather. What a story. When the storm was happening last night. And then everyone was like, no. You were correct. We were only supposed to get like an hour of flurries. And then it turned into like 16 hours straight of snow. I think it was like, it looked to be 3 inches. But I also could be wrong with that. Love the F1 Cadillac. Thank you, Joey. As if I'm the one that put the car out. They didn't forecast it right. Yeah, no, another friend that's from here, I was like, girl, I'm not built for this. And she was like, no, it's usually not this bad. Like one of her family members was like stuck at school out here and stuff. So no one was prepared. Amanda, it is Michigan. There is no need. Thank you for following. I think that's what you did. Cramwolf, thank you for subscribing. Sorry. TikTok, you guys are blocking my alerts. So I had to move you. Thank you, Krim, for subscribing. Mm. Thank you for the bits, Epic MILF Machine. But yeah, I just figured we would. I also got rice. Sorry. Man moving, quite the pivot. I know. Well, they decided to make the what's it called? Launch way later than I thought they would. So, you guys get me eating dinner. Mm. I thought we were gonna get the big snow, and there was like light coating that already melted. Damn, I was hoping that's what we were getting. Because I assumed that's what I had been told we were getting. I could have gone to the Ford thing that was like the outdoor thing today at the Michigan Central Station, I think it's called. But it was still snowing for my time slot. And I was like, by the time it stopped snowing, I was like, I would have 20 minutes there. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to deal with that. So I passed. I stayed at the auto show. Initial release, it said it was going to start at 5. That's what I thought. I don't know. Maybe the car's not ready. They're like, oh no. But no, I think that I think it's fine. I'm assuming it's just scheduling time slots and things like that. They do have a ton of their drivers in town, so maybe someone's flight got delayed, but they don't want to like say it. Who knows? Alicia and Rafa are here. They're F1 Academy drivers too. They just got to town. Maybe they'll announce their new F1 Academy driver because I think they still have another one. They haven't announced their third driver, right? I don't think so. VCarb's not in a few. It's in 3 hours. I just checked it. It's literally, yeah, live in 3 hours. VCarb. Are you staying? I'm trying to move my flight up, I admit. Not that the auto show is bad. It's just like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Which happens. And like, I thought I was like, am I just like big event pilled? And so like someone telling me that like, because this was set up for me. Hold on. Thank you, Ace, for subscribing with Prime. You won the Swell Grand Prix with a Prime boost. Thank you. Someone said, I'm eating Indian food. Someone said, because when I was like thinking of coming out here, someone was like, oh, you gotta go. It's like the largest car show in the country or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. So I had like this big image in my brain. And then I get here and I'm like, this is the largest car show in the country? Sorry? You know, like, no, and not that LA was necessarily better. LA was more impressive in what the brands did for their booths. I won't lie. The booths here comparatively are lame comparatively to the LA one. Like Subaru. Subaru was the easiest one because Subaru was at both, okay? Subaru had a massive setup at the LA Auto Show, okay? They had like a full, clear, like they are almost making a political stance in their support of the national parks. That's how clear their branding and connection with the national parks were. Like there's a couple of videos on TikTok or whatever of me like going through the Subaru booth at the LA Auto Show. Like they had a massive like redwood, like fake redwood toppled over that was like a drive-through that you could walk through. Redwood tunnel basically to like give you the vibe of like they had real plants and fake plants. They had all this stuff around, massive screens, huge setups. Cool, okay. Here it just kind of looks like they were like, let's do a national park theme for our booth, for our setup, for the cars. The dogs are here as well. They're partnered with the Michigan Humane Society. So they have dogs here. They had different dogs here today. They had puppies yesterday. I think they were still puppies, but they were like different breeds of puppies today. So like my badge has puppy marks all over it. It's very cute. I actually really like it. It's very fun. But like just comparatively, I'm like, yeah, they went all out for that. You know what I'm saying? And like that was like fine. Thank you for following. That was like fine, but it was like, I was done in one day. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm here till Sunday, you guys. And like I'm gonna stay till I'm trying if I move my flight up, I'll be moving my flight up to Saturday if possible, just because I do need to go to the public show days. We're still on the media time, basically, media and industry days. I need to go to a public show day so I can see the crowd difference for the review. But like overall I'm like, oh, the reputation. And like today I did a bunch of ride-alongs for a Girly Pop Go video so I can edit them all together. Um, and like ride-alongs are cool when you can go like on a racetrack, you know. Ride-alongs in a car show are like fun very quickly, but like I don't know, I want to drive the car if I want to think about buying it. You know what I'm saying? So like there was one. The only car that like surprised me was one of the Jeeps today, because it looks like a soccer mom van, and it was as fast as their fucking Dodge Charger that they had out there. That everyone was lined up to get in because it was the one going super fast, and it was like, oh shit, like that's the only one that surprised me. Everything else I was like, okay. Um, but while I was doing that, I was talking with someone. I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, what do you think of the show? I was like, it's cool, but I'm just like, I don't know. He's like, yeah, it's a lot smaller than you thought it'd be, huh? And I was like, yeah, what the fuck? Didn't say what the fuck, being my point. And he was like, yeah, it's basically like the Cleveland Auto Show now. It used to be a big deal, but like, you know, a lot of OEMs, they leave, da 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 da, they go somewhere else, da 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 da. You did LA, yeah. LA's gotten smaller too. I was just like, ah. So this is just it's the same thing that's happened with every other car event, you know? It's just gotten smaller. The money's different. I was going to say, I hope you stay until Tuesday somehow because it's racing day. I know. I'm missing that day, but I do need to go home. I need to sleep in my bed. I want to see my dog. You know, I'm already annoyed I'm here this long, frankly. No offense to Detroit. It's just like, you know, when you plan something and it's like, I have no one to blame. Like, it's me. I did this, you know. I booked this. That's the thing with being self-employed. I made my own choices, but it's just one of those things where I'm just like, I prioritize this. I was home for 24 hours, chat. Came home from Mexico. I had my dog for 24 hours, and then I brought him back to boarding, and I flew my ass to Detroit for this, you know? Like, it's my own fault. It's the reality of it. I'm at the Detroit Auto Show as media. Are you rocking with eating an entire rotisserie chicken? Sure. I'm not doing that, but sure. Has anything been canceled due to the weather? No, like even the event today, I'm just not like dressed to be outside for like hours. You know what I'm saying? That's why I didn't go to the fan zone thing. I also haven't seen any content from the fan stuff for the Ford thing. I've seen things from people that got inside, which I didn't get into that. Which whatever. We didn't try very hard to get me into it, so I can't say that like I didn't get in because we didn't try. I wasn't asked, but we were fucking busy, you know. But the fan zone stuff, I haven't seen anything from it. But they had like the cars outside. The only stuff I've seen is of the driver's content, but that could just be because I haven't been online much. But your insanity gives us content, it does. Vacation to hell. Mexico was really nice. And it's then I come here and it's freezing. I've just been in every single fucking climate. And then at the end of the month, or in like 5 days, okay, I go to fucking Daytona for the Daytona 24. So, a measle weasel, there's no fucking way that a Chinese car show is worth the cost for the travel to get me to China. There's no fucking way. Like, in theory, sure. I'm not made of money. I get sometimes people have the implication because I'm just, you know, occasionally financially irresponsible, but I am not made of money. So unless the Chinese car show would like to fund everything, that's where it would make financial sense. Yeah, I'm pissed he got fired. Fuck that guy. Fuck them for firing him. Good on him for saying pedophile protector. This is gonna get banned now because I said that. Yeah, I don't work with Balesa anymore. I thought most creators didn't anymore, and then... Oh. I get Lilo to sponsor it. During this time of year is poor planning. I don't think it's necessarily poor planning. I think this is their reality. Like most climates, I'm just from California, so I'm not used to the snow. Most places that get snow, most people are more prepared to have outdoor events in the snow time. Also, they weren't supposed to be getting this type of snow. You know what I'm saying? He got suspended, not fired. Whiskey Badger, we know exactly what that means, though. Placed on leave or whatever the fuck. Come on. Your Clarida video was hilarious. Thank you. I was worried about that video. Not worried, but like, sometimes I get worried when I'm talking about something and I don't want to use like the videos for it. But in that instance, I was like, I'm not gonna snitch. Like I'm talking about this, asking you to not do it again, but I don't want to be the one where it's like I'm snitching. Thank you for following. Love your video so much. Thank you. No, Rainy, I'm in Detroit. It is 6:39. This is my dinner. It is I got Indian food. So we got rice here. I got dal, and then I got what the fuck is it? Let me get the actual name. Did I get a spring roll? Is that what that was? Why do I have a spring? I didn't order a spring roll. Okay, I have spring rolls. I definitely didn't order that. Did they charge me for that? Okay, well, guess I got charged for a spring roll. But I swear to God, this has been happening all day today since I've been here. Because I had to order throat spray because I've got something super gross right now, which is called post-nasal drip, which is from my allergies and the weather, okay? Because I'm not built for this. I'm a California princess. I'm not designed to be in 20-degree cold like this, okay? Especially when I'm not prepped for it. So post-nasal drip is like your sinuses are all fucking up and it affects the back of your throat. So not sick. I just sound crazy because my sinuses are all swollen. But I ordered some throat spray to get rid of it. And I ordered like some waters and stuff for the room or whatever. And it added a thing of Skinny Pop to my order, which I'm like, I didn't fucking click that. So now I'm thinking DoorDash is glitching to the point that it's just adding shit to my order. And it doesn't, like, that was not on my thing. But it looks like I was charged for it. So, I don't know. I don't plan on ordering again from them while I'm here, but we'll see. Did you get a new car Lego set? Not here. I did get delivered the Lego kit from Christmas, but those were ones I already had. Second meal med. Okay, good to know. Also, eating spicy Indian food does help clear out my sinuses. Because I'm not sick. Otherwise, I feel totally fine. I've been sleeping fine. I've been drinking plenty of water. Heat works good in here. I've been cozy. Last night, when I first woke up, I was freaking out because I was like, do I have fucking COVID? And then I was like, no, my sinuses are all fucked up. What am I talking about? Because when I have COVID, I know it because I feel like a piece of shit. Like, my whole body feels awful. I'm one of those people, when I get sick, like, I feel it, my whole body. I'm never just like, I can power through. Like, it's not like I can figure it out, but like usually I feel it like all over first. I get like achy bodies first. Okay, bot. What? Just out here stealing your money, I know. Oh. They make it so difficult. I swear, they make it so difficult to block people. It's so good, dude. I had to get an Indian buffet the other day. Monday, I love that place. Sub Swell, Sub Chat. I just feel like, frankly, takeout, to go, delivery for Indian food is like one of the superior ways to get it. You know what I'm saying? provided it's like still hot. Like this is piping hot still, which is fantastic. Like when I opened up the naan, it was still super hot, which was great. Unless you're like with a group of people, then I do think an Indian restaurant slaps. Because then everyone can get stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a good buffet thing. I'm sick. Just saying. Spice clears it up. If your stomach can handle spice, my stomach can take quite a bit of spice. So, if that's the type of sick you are. One of my favorite places, Adia. It's in Anaheim. It's my favorite place in Anaheim. It's at the Anaheim Packing District. And I think the chef was on One Chopped, one of the Food Network shows. But it's delicious. And there, I eat most of what I can there, and then I take it to go, and it lasts. It holds up so well in reheating. It's so good. I just don't get the garbanzo beans, but like, frankly, the chicken on the images on the DoorDash were not looking good. So I was like, let me do the garbanzo bean one. And frankly, I'm glad I did because these are perfect. Thank you for Ultimate Foe. Thank you for subscribing. You won the Swole Grand Prix. We don't have the flag. I'm so sorry. We usually have a flag, chat. Hot takeout food is chef's kiss. I'm so used to lukewarm food. I was fully prepared for this to come like chilled because it's so hot. But this hotel room thankfully has a microwave. So worst case scenario, I could have heated stuff up. There's something about eating Indian food out of styrofoam. Ultimate Foe, I got Indian food. But, so yeah, I come back from Mexico, okay? Was able to use my phone, okay? Wake up the next morning, slept just a little bit, but I had to get up because I had to go get Hermes, okay? And I was having Wi-Fi issues. It's like, what the fuck is this? I go get Hermes, come back, still having issues. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Reset the router, still not working. I call them, I'm like, hey, I work from home. Could really use some help with this. I don't know why it's not connecting or whatever, why I have no Wi-Fi, no internet. And they're like, okay, so you reset the router? I'm like, yeah. They're like, okay, there's a box, thank you for the hand hearts. There's a box plugged into the router. Can you open that up and check that? And tell me what lights are on it. So I move my hutch, I like drag it over. Hermes is like, Mom, what's that? Okay. And I'm like, okay, it says like power and internet are on and blinking, but like the other one's not on. And she's like, which is never a sound you want to hear a customer service person make because they're trained to like not make that sound. And she's like, okay, so unfortunately that is the problem. And there is nothing we can do aside from get you a new cable. That means that it's a power issue. It's the cable itself. The good news is once we replace it, you probably will never have this issue again. It's very rare that it happens, but when it does happen, it's very clearly the cable. So I'm like, they're like, we can send out a technician, or if you travel, and I'm like, okay, when would the technician come? They're like, Wednesday. I'm like, okay, no. And then they're like, okay, how about we ship you the cable? It can come by Tuesday. Sure. So the cable came on Tuesday. Guess who left Tuesday? So I don't even have the cables, and I keep getting notifications letting me know the cable got delivered. So thank God the cable got delivered. They were quick with it. They're giving me a credit for like the time I didn't have internet. But it's just like, of course, I had to have such a good week. I had to have such a good weekend in Mexico that I come home to no internet for 2 days. Yeah, like wasn't there a whole outage with Verizon or something? I just saw people talking about it. Ooh, look at the naan. Look at the naan. It's garlic naan. glad I got two because these things are huge. I was like, I'll eat it tomorrow. I'll eat this whole thing tonight. We've got a long time before the broadcast happens. Sorry, wrong pipe. God, I inhaled that a little too aggressively. Who showed me the naan? Welcome in. It was not specifically for you. It's already going in my stomach. But welcome in. Phenomenon. Thank you for reposting the live. Let's see. Got more garbanzo beans. Wait, then what are we having for dinner? What are you having for dinner? I don't know what you're having for dinner. I'm having Indian food. You guys could just have like a swell Indian food night where you all copy me and you order Indian food or make Indian food. Thank you. Colleen was new to taking photos of me, so she doesn't know the angles of tall fishing. If OpenAI can pry Pinterest from my cold, dead hands, frankly, they're not getting Pinterest. They want Pinterest because it's a photo sharing platform that's not Instagram. Because Meta has Meta AI. So they're not going to sell to OpenAI. But no, Pinterest is all photos. They can train their photo and video models off of Pinterest. Right as I was praising Pinterest for having the ability to disable the AI. Love your content, love from Italy. Thank you, Alex. Should have evolved by now. Yeah. The thing that bothered me about the internet thing, it's like, because my whole job is online. So, like, it was really irritating. One, I was able to go and work in the lobby, so, like, it wasn't that big of a deal. I'm not going, like, woe is me, my job is so hard, I work on the internet. But, like, I didn't realize how much of things were now dependent on internet in my apartment. Like, it was just, like, annoying. I was like, oh, I'll put on a movie to fall asleep to. Can't do that. And like I could not find my DVD player. I have one. It's probably just in a cupboard or whatever. I just didn't look too hard. I was like, I'm not going to set this up right now. Because I collect physical media. But also I realize I have no movies that are like fall asleep to movies. I've got like horror movies and like Criterion Collection things that I don't want to fall asleep to. Eaton would devastate it because the app is already kind of trash now. Yeah. I heard about the potential of the deal. I'm not surprised that it did happen. But, you know. Hi, Vic. I don't know why everyone is so shocked I have a last name. This seems basic. You have a last name, I'm assuming. And it finally gives up the ghost. There is a way, like, I do have, like, you can get, like, a DVD drive for your laptop and stuff. No, you're just Amanda. Thank you for following, Lee. Live with us, he never finished the movie once. That's hilarious, actually. When I was growing up, my go-to movie was The Incredibles. Which is probably why the way that I am, frankly. Just Elastigirl's monologue. The thing that I remember before I fall asleep every single night. Leave the saving of the world to the men? I don't think so. Yeah, no wonder I am such a psycho. No wonder I am the way I am. Mine was Talladega Nights. All right. Burnt out from traveling and switching hotels. I'm not going to say I don't get burnt out. I just have this thing called Audacity, and also I've worked retail and I was a barista. So, like, comparatively, I'm living the fucking life, dude. There are times where I get, like, really fried. Like, I was fried coming here. Today, I let myself sleep in a little later, which that's 8 a.m. for me, sleeping in. But, I have the ability to leave a show. I left today and I came here and worked quiet, I don't know. It's just like knowing yourself, you know, getting used to it, up and down. My sister and I call you Swell like it's a legal name. That's fair. I have Indian food. We got rice. We got dal. You guys can't see, but I've got um, what was it? Chana masala. There we go. I don't know why I don't remember chana ever. Okay, now that I have this theory that I feel like DoorDash is like purposely adding things to my order, it could also be I have big thumbs. And when I'm ordering, I'm accidentally hitting add to cart and I don't realize it. Or they're sneaking it in there. You know what I'm saying? It was not expensive, but I mean these are decent sized servings. Like this will be my lunch tomorrow probably. Um, so this is two meals in one, I would say, because these are decent sized portions. Like, so it's the fees. No, I don't think it's the fees. I did not order veggie spring rolls, but they added veggie spring rolls to my order. And earlier today, I had to make a grocery order because I needed some medicine and I got some waters and like this thing of goldfish. With side note, this size of goldfish tastes worse. I'm not normally a picky bitch like that, okay? But like family size things of goldfish, different packaging, they taste different. I'm telling you, okay? But they added a family size bag of Skinny Pop to that order. So I'm like, either I have big thumbs or they're adding extra things to the order. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, because when I made the order, those things were not on there. And this has now happened twice. No, they're charging me extra. Like it's in the cost. Let me check the app's on the phone. I'll check it in a second. Okay, let me see. I can check my app on my phone. There we go. Here's the DoorDash order from this one. Let me see. Can I see view full receipt? Oh, I don't want to log in on my laptop. Okay, I'll do it later. I'll check it on the phone later. No! I'm so sorry. Hang on. Hang on, I have to message my friend. No, I'm so upset. Hang on. In King's currency? Sorry, hang on. My friend and I are going to Sorry, I'm pissed. 1 second. Hang on. Typer. Hey, can I turn off this AI overview on Google? I'm so mad. Anyways, basically, long story short, my friend and I, there's a Hello Kitty night for the LA Kings. That's our hockey team in LA. And my friend got really into heated rivalry and wants to go to more hockey games. So I was like, let's go to the Aboy Aquarium. They're doing a Hello Kitty night. So we got the Hello Kitty package. We are now no longer getting the Hello Kitty plushie with the Kings jersey, and I'm actually upset. No, it's not. It's in my Gmail, Epic MILF Machine. It's not Google search. It's in my emails. It's summarizing the email for me. I'm so upset. I was so excited. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get a cute little Hello Kitty in her like LA Kings jersey. It's gonna be so cute. They oversold them. Yes, I'm going to Rolex 24. I'm so upset. Because it was gonna be so cute. I just replied to the email, devastated. We're still gonna go. They gave us consent. They're not even giving us a refund for the package. They're giving us like a ticket, like concessions thing. Hi today. I saw a hockey player come out. It's very cute. It's very sweet. I'm glad he felt comfortable enough with the support to come out. I think I've seen you before. Maybe. God, every once in a while I want to make a joke, but some of y'all are not chill like that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I think I might be eating too much. We might have to park it. We do have time. So, let me relid these bad boys. Evil Demogorgon, I then worry about your listening comprehension because every single video I say at the intro, hey, I'm Amanda and you're watching Small Entertainment. So we have another issue if you did not know my name was Amanda. I'm eating Indian food, chana masala and dal makhani and garlic naan. And I'm a little full. So we're gonna park that there. I'm gonna clean up this because it's just, this might stain this counter, but that's not my problem because it's already marked up. Okay, I'm gonna grab another thing. Hold on. It's like a white countertop, so it might stain it, but there's already markers and stuff on here, so I think it's could be worse. It's the turmeric, you know how it is. Turmeric gonna turmeric. She tomb on my Rick, sorry. Okay. Oh god. Only 7 weeks until March, yep. And I'm still banned on the Girly Pop Go TikTok. Devastated. You were following Olivia. Was it hot spicy? It was hot. It was spicy, but I did like pretty mild. But I just needed enough kick to like clean out my sinuses a little bit. So it's not that I'm just full. Oh, my friend messaged me on Wendy. Let's see what happened. That could be 8 different things. OMG, you'll never believe who I met. It's super random. She's like Harry Styles. Have you ever had straight spicy bulldog? Yeah, of course. It's not my favorite. Usually when I'm having ramen, if I have it at home, I really don't like spicy ramen when it's homemade. I prefer it in like a shop, you know? Yeah, I was born and raised in SoCal. I'm from Orange, but I've lived all over the place. I was eating Indian food. I didn't cause any controversy. That's why it's annoying that I'm banned on Girly Pop Go. That account is a month old. It's like a month and a half old. I made it in the end of the F1 weekend in Vegas, so that was like the end of November. So it's like 2 months old. But yeah, there's it's 1,000 followers. I did nothing. I'm worried it was hacked and someone was using it to message people. That's my concern. But it's been a week since I was told that it was banned, and I have no, I'm not watching Traders. Energy drinks sometimes make me jittery. It depends. I have a high tolerance. I used to work in as a barista. So my caffeine tolerance is exceptionally high. So like drinking this tonight, I could go to bed at 9, no problem, even though I'm drinking this right now. So I don't recommend it for everyone. I will be living off of these when I'm at the Rolex 24. My goal is to try and stay up as long as possible. I'm not working with a team or anything, so we'll see how it goes. I have a seat, so we'll see. Why am I playing in a public bathroom, Scootish? Why do I need to know that? Scootish, it was snowing last night. It was supposed to be flurries, and it ended up being like 15 hours of a storm. I'm not built for this. Loki random, but how did you decide you wanted to focus on your YouTube page to be on? There is no focus on the YouTube page. It's whatever the fuck I want to talk about. I'm not saying like fuck, like to be like mean. I'm just like to emphasize like literally whatever I want to talk about is what it's on. Why is Manure here? The Scooter sent me a Viking hammer. Thank you. But no, it's just I have a lot of interests and I want to talk about interests, so I share a lot of interests. The only thing my YouTube channel is focused on is me. That's it. Can I draw you? Is it going to be like normal drawing or like porn drawing? Because I have had someone ask to do that before. Someone asked if they could draw me in Vor, and I was like, no. That would make me wildly uncomfortable. Don't. Thank you for asking. The answer is absolutely no. No, I didn't do a Postmas video. It did meh. It did. The views were decent. I was the only one of the clients and people that I know that did not have like a significant view drop in December, probably because I was posting so much. So, what's Vor? Moonrise, you've asked a dangerous question. Don't Google Vor. Normal drawing. Okay, yeah, that's fine, Zoe. Thank you. I mean, I knew I wanted to talk about things that my friends didn't want to hear me talk about. So, Vor is Vor is a type of fetish art, I guess you could say, in which someone consumes another person to the point that they get very large. But then inside of them, you also, part of the art is that you can see the person inside of their stomach and they're still alive. So they're like eaten whole. That's essentially Vor. So yeah, someone wanted to draw me as that. It was like edited art with my photos, my face, of me consuming someone. I think him. And I was like, no. Because he also wanted to draw me in a bikini for it. And I was like, no. You guys asked the question. Someone clip them me reading. Can someone clip him being like, "What's for?" and then the face that I made so I can add a sound effect on TikTok? Girl, no. What did I get popped in? Hi, Taylor. Welcome in. The person doing the boring. That's a crazy. I got so scared when I read the message. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Thank you, Shadow. Welcome in. Is this the small entertainment? You look so pretty. I love your smile. Thank you. I have a beauty filter on because I'm tired. Not on YouTube, though. I have this patch here, this dry patch that will not go away under my nose. Did someone... Moonrise, thank you for subscribing. You won the Swole Grand Prix. Sorry, you guys are... Let's not do that to anyone. That's not something I was in the market to learn about today. You guys should know that every time you come into a Small Entertainment live stream, there is a possibility you're going to learn a piece of Tumblr lore, an internet-based fetish that you never thought you would know about before. Okay? That's what you guys should expect from me, truly. I've been on the internet for far too long. It's still probably one of my favorites. Oh, I'm glad you like that one. They'll start asking, is this AI? Is this AI? Didn't expect to be learning about Vor for dinner. You're welcome. Welcome in. Being a part of the internet is wild. Yep. Sorry about the implication. You're good. Cross you again. Hi, Summer. Summer, thank you. And here of all places, LMAO. Yeah, follow me on TikTok because TikTok doesn't promote my videos. Spider-Man try on one. Welcome in. That one was fun. I wish I could do more Spider-Man videos, but they actually do horrible on YouTube. They actually do really bad on YouTube. Like, they did great jobs for driving growth to the Patreon and stuff. I'll never forget, someone tried to blackmail me one time, or like make me feel bad, because he bought the Patreon and then screenshotted the photos of me in the bra for the try-on haul without the Spider-Man suit, because that's what Patreon was, for those videos specifically. And then he like sent them to me. He was like, $1 to see your tiny boobs. It's like, okay, and you're the one that paid the $1. What the fuck is wrong with you? Okay, fuck off. Bye. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? He's like, I'm gonna post these on Twitter. I was like, go ahead. The fuck? There's bikini photos of me on Twitter. You think I give a shit that I'm in a bra? Okay. She's got good shaped boobs in a bra. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure that it... Put it on Twitter, bro. Go ahead. Let's see what happens. I think he blocked me. Is that why you stopped Patreon? No, that was years ago. That was like 2022. It had nothing to do with why I stopped Patreon. Patreon was just annoying the fuck out of me, and it was a dead Patreon, frankly. So shutting it down was like the responsible thing to do, frankly. Tomorrow's video is already, members already have it. It's about CES. That's tomorrow's video. Tuesday is the Formula E Mahindra video. And then there should be no Friday video next week. And then I'm currently in Detroit for the Detroit Auto Show. But I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it because I want to talk about the Detroit Auto Show, but I also want to talk about, I never did a video on the LA Auto Show, which was also in November, so I might combine the two and just talk about auto shows in general and what I think they might want to change about them. Because it's like, what is the purpose of an auto show other than showing off your current fleet of cars? Because it's not innovation, I would say, because that would be CES, I would say, more than anything. Everyone's got an EV now. Some of the mileage is not very good on some of these EVs, too. Cadillac has, I think it's I don't know what they called it. I wasn't there for like when they unveiled it. They had the F1 car, obviously, to show off the livery they're going to be using for testing and stuff. But they also had like a concept car, I think of an EV that had like the wing doors and like all the stuff. And I made a video on it on TikTok. And I was just like, why are we having hostile architecture in a car? You know, like just looking at this car, I was like, this doesn't look fun to drive or sit in. Like this looks like it like, sure, on paper, it probably looked cool while you were sketching it, but in person, it looks weird, you know? I hope the colors, they're lying to us. I want someone to fuck around and have a yellow car again. Let's do something fun. How about some color? someone surprise us and steal Steak Kick Sauer's neon green. Let's do something fun. Wait another 3 hours for the Red Bull to look the exact same. I mean, it'd be really funny if you stuck around with us to do it. Apparently, Dax Shepard is hosting the launch, which is fascinating, frankly. Because I know he's done a lot of stuff with Ford, and obviously had the F1 podcast. But I don't know, I feel like his social currency is not in a good spot right now, you know? It's like midnight in the UK already. Ah, I see. If you want to rewatch our reactions later on the Swell Shenanigans YouTube channel, you'll be able to watch this VOD later if you would like. I'm not shocked. You know what? So many of the F1 guys, historically, like once they are like done driving, they get into like tech startups because their name brings capital. And so like a lot of them are involved in tech or will be at some point in their career. So I'm not shocked that he's now involved in AI because that's where all the money is going is AI. So I'm not shocked. I'm not going to pretend to be disappointed because I don't fucking know this dude, you know? Is it irritating because I don't think we need another AI startup? Yeah, I do think it's irritating. But that's more of a consumer level who also hates AI, you know? Purple car would be sick. I think that Alpine should take advantage of the fact that they're at the back of the grid and have pink camo because they don't need to be worried about like speed. Who cares if there's paint weighing down the carbon fiber? Who cares? Who cares? All these cars are overweight anyway. Let's make it fun. Let's have pink camo. I'll actually buy Alpine merch by choice this time if they have pink camo. I own one piece of Alpine merch, and it's from when I was in Japan, and I needed a jacket with a hood because it started raining and I had nothing with me. And they were the only ones that still had hooded windbreakers left. Everyone else had sold out, and so I was like, fuck, I'm gonna buy. They were out of smalls and mediums too. I don't even think they brought them, so I had like I have a large Alpine jacket from 2024. Thank you for following Rayleigh Blades. How was Mexico? I liked it a lot. It was beautiful. It's cool to see just like a colorful city in general. Retro, thank you for subscribing. You won the Swell Grand Prix. Sorry, I don't have the thing. It's really cool to go to a city where everything is like colorful for the sake of being colorful. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of like beautiful colored buildings and things like that. Art everywhere. Whereas, like, I feel like in Southern California, we're leaning further into, like, things are purposely getting beige-defied. It's like every piece of media has this as, like, the colorful city where stars go to become, where wannabe stars go to be born, you know? And it's like, why are we beige and gray now? What the fuck is this? Like, what are we doing? So, that was nice. Did you go to the Guardian building? It's gorgeous from the photos I've seen. I did not. I only had one like free day to do exploring. We went to the park with all the museums and went to the National Museum of Anthropology because I like the National Museum of Anthropology. It was big. What's your favorite, gas car or electric? I currently drive a gas car. My car is not an electric. I'm not opposed to an electric car. I don't know if I would go all electric just because they turned off Venezuela's power in one night, dude. Like I need function, not just like a cool car. You know what I'm saying? Like I would love to be better for the environment. I need a car that I can fill up a gas tank and dip out, you know? You gotta check out the Asian car scene. I know. I'm gonna be honest, I love a little truck. There is a video here that I wanna post on TikTok, but it's gonna be like all the truck companies will give me dirty looks if they see it. Because I don't like a truck. I like little trucks. I love a K truck. I love a functional truck. Like trucks I grow up with. Like trucks that like you see your like neighborhood's like gardener using. That's like not like an F-150. It's like a functional little white truck that's like really low. You don't have to like get up to lift shit into it, you know? It's like got all the tools in the back. Like I like a functional truck, you know? Um, these giant trucks though, it's really hard for me to get excited about a giant truck that I think might be the thing that kills me one day. You know what I'm saying? Like a little truck, if it hit you before, it would just take out your legs, which sucks. You're probably in crutches. You probably broke both of your legs. You may have to have severe surgery. However, these big trucks, when they hit you, I'm 5'2". That thing's taking out my rib cage. You know what I'm saying? Like I did a ride along in a Silverado today. I think it was, um, or was it a not a Silverado? I was going to do the Silverado, and he gave me a sad puppy look, so I got in his car instead. It was a Bolt. No, I was in the Bolt. No, it may have been a Bolt. I don't know. I was in a truck, and I was like, I can't see over the hood of this fucking car. From the passenger seat, I could not see the ground, like, up ahead of us. I could not see the track we were on. So I'm like, and he's like, yeah, you just gotta get used to looking farther ahead. That's how everyone should drive anyways. Sure. In theory, though, a child's not gonna be further ahead. They're gonna dart out in front of traffic right in front of your fucking car, you know? I am not Amanda the Jedi, but thank you for following the ball man. Why is Amanda in chat? There's always that possibility. Did I miss Amanda? I don't think she has a TikTok. I don't think she uses it. Get a trunk around a drive-through corner. You need smaller truck. Yes. I am not Amanda the Jedi, the ball man. I I'm gonna tell Amanda the Jedi that you thought I was her. I am much shorter and she is much more redhead than I am. And much more Canadian than I am. Dude, I drive one of the smallest trucks on the market and it's fucking huge. I don't love it. I want a K truck so bad. I want a K truck. Someone should help me buy a K truck. Okay, new channel goal. Swell buys a K truck. About you goaded for real. Thank you. You're fine. I go by Swell Entertainment on YouTube. Yeah, it's like giant truck or hostile architecture inside. Also, I'm sorry, give me back my door handles. Give me back door handles. I hate the press a button to open the door. No, give me a door handle that works. Let me open the door. What if this car loses power? We literally have people that have died in Cybertrucks because they can't get out of the fucking car. Fuck a Tesla. But they're all doing it. They're all doing it. There's a piece of naan stuck right here. You know, when you can feel it. I want a door handle. Give me a fucking door handle. It's funny, I was watching, someone on Twitter was like, I think it was Lexus. Someone did a car commercial for the holidays, and it was like a family coming home in like the 70s with like their first home with their old Lexus or something. And then modern day, their daughter coming home with her new Lexus to the same house, to like the car that's with you through the ages or something like that. Okay. And everyone was like, yeah, this just makes it very clear that the new car looks like shit next to the old car. Like, give me angles. What do we mean? Everyone's like, yeah, I want the old, this just made the other one look cooler. That looks better. Give me that. Yeah, like I can't imagine. Outside my window is the parking lot for this hotel. Everything is covered in snow and ice. Everything. You think I'm gonna get that door handle propped open right now? Absolutely not. Thank you for following, George. You had Edo on the podium and not something like Sao Paulo where Nick and him DNF'd. No, Nick finished. Nick finished in Sao Paulo. Nick finished ninth. He got 2 points. Edo and him did collide, and then Edo collided with who else? I don't remember who Edo collided with, but that's what led to the DNF. Um, but Nick did get 2 points in Sao Paulo. And then Nick had a red car in Mexico. I don't know if they've released what happened with his car, but they straight up had no idea what the issue was with his car when we were at the track. Sorry, our fair city hasn't treated you well with this weather. It's fine. It's not like your guys' fault. I'm just like a California princess, and I love the cold. I'm also 5'2", and I'm regularly cold. So like I am just like I can deal with this when I'm prepared for it, and I just was not properly prepared for it. I have my big puffy sweatshirt, my big puffy jacket. That's perfect. That's been very helpful, but like I'm not traverse. I have sneakers for the snow. You know what I'm saying? I did see a diva though walking to her car this morning in her high heels in the snow, so it is doable. It's an honor for you to be here. Thank you. An honor is crazy. California summer is our spring mood. I'm from upstate New York and it sucks up here. I always am like, God, I can move to upstate New York. I can move to a small town once I have fuck off money, and I can be left alone and be the weird woman in the woods, And then I come to where there's actually snow. And then I'm like, I just need to accept my future is having a beach house. I'm better off, or a lake house. I need to be on the water. Which, like, I'm technically not that far from the river. But then also when I'm in near the river today, I saw the hunks of ice floating, and I was like, Jesus. Hi. How's the puffer coat holding up? It's really good. It's a great puffer coat. It's in the room right now. I'm airing it out. Said your kids' booster seats, so whenever you're ready, that's why I'm here. What? I'm talking kids' booster seats? Is the AI summary calling me short? Chat, is the AI summary calling me short? Is it saying that I need a kid's booster seat? Reviewing? Because usually the AI summary pulls from previous streams. So it's like, okay, sometimes it's accurate, usually it's not. I will say when I'm live on this account, the Girly Pop Go account, it's more in real time. For some reason, this one, it's old. But also, I'm logged out of the Girly Pop Go account because it hates me. Thank you for following. This is because you tall fishing, I guess. Jeez. What time is the stream? God, is it actually going to be 10? Because I'm going to be so annoyed if it's actually 10. All right. They got Arvid and Liam both in their black puffer jackets. Their V-car black puffer jackets. So funny. Did they just get in? Yeah, 10 p.m. EST. Jeez. Yeah, 2 hours at 10 p.m. Seat host drives F1 Formula. Booster seat host drives F1 Formula. I'm putting that on a mug. And you guys are going to be like, Amanda made an AI slap project. It's going to be like, yeah, in theory. To your videos every night, LMAO, your voice is so soothing. Thank you, Orla. That's so late. I just think it's dumb. Why is it so late? Yeah, she's at a booster con. I'm at like a baby's con, a baby show. A baby stuff expo. Worse, I'm at a car show. Hang on, let me message someone that's with. Did they push the car launch or was it always at the insane time of 10 p.m. EST, lol? Because they're working with them. Ford Hypercar lineup announced for the World Endurance Championship, including that is one Logan Sargent. For 2027. Can never be held accountable, therefore a computer must never make a management decision. Basically. Someone said, like, compare, like, would you let a penguin do it? Or not a penguin, a pigeon do it? Like, oh, we trained this pigeon to help us with early detection of cancer. Okay, cool. Hey, we trained this pigeon to sort through job applications and pick candidates. Why would you do that? That's stupid. Is the most non-parent way to describe that. How would you call it, Temple Tam? I don't know what to tell you. Hi from Winnipeg, off topic. Would you consider viewing the new Kids on the Block Vegas residency? No. No. That's an easy one. Absolutely not. Because I have zero desire to do that. Ugh. Logan, what the fuck is a kilometer sergeant? No, that's the problem. He never leaned into that. I do think if Logan leaned into being the American on the grid, I do think he would have fared better. But Logan never wanted to be the American on the grid. He always wanted to be accepted by, like, the European drivers and stuff. And I don't think that was maybe ever going to happen the way that he thought it would. And I think that if he would have leaned into, like, because there are interviews where he's like, oh yeah, they play like what the fuck is a kilometer when he's coming on stage, and he's like, I actually do know what a kilometer is, and he's like kind of laughing, but you can tell it bothers him because he thinks it's like he doesn't think it's like a joke, like a joke. He thinks it's a joke against him, and it's like no, it's like a fuck yeah America joke. That's the bit, but like that never really. It seemed like it never really landed with him. You know what I'm saying? Hi. Welcome in. Thank you for following, kid. I'm gonna know your thoughts on the F1 movie. I didn't hate it nearly as much as I expected it to. Everything inside the cars looked really sick. The love situation was dumb and unnecessary. They should never have erased Simona Ashley because she's a goddess, and I think it would have made a lot more sense for if she was in it, frankly, because there just felt like something was missing. Something clearly had been cut. And yeah, Brad Pitt was too old for that movie. The end. Next. I don't think it was the dumb, but that's the thing. He wasn't a dumb American. And it's like, it's one thing to, I don't know. I feel like it wasn't a dumb American thing though. You know, he could have been the American driver. He could have been Mr. America, and he didn't want to do that, you know? You don't have to be dumb to be Mr. America. Because the what the fuck is a kilometer thing is not what the fuck is a kilometer. It's a who gives a fuck about the kilometer. That's the actual, like, interpretation of what the fuck is a kilometer. Like, who gives a fuck? We're on the metric system, bitch. You know, whatever. Like, that's the joke. But, like, he could never really get in that, you know? LOL, the girl from Winnipeg cares. Ah. The car launch did start. So I was right. The broadcast for them is happening. For us, it's not. Let me check the website again. Yeah, it still says 2 hours. Yeah, so they're doing it live right now, so we'll get a recording. Then it's not broadcast. I swear to God. It's not broadcast if it's a recording from earlier. Lame, actually. Now I'm annoyed. He says at 1:30 a.m. Hi, I'm Klaus. Hello. I will not be reviewing the BTS concert. I don't like reviewing concerts, chat. I really don't. My dudes with a crush on Hannah Schmitz. Okay. Hang on, wait. Let me ask her. Yeah, so it did start at 7 for them. Oh God, my foot. Yeah, it's just like broadcast. This is the launch time. I just think that's dumb. You need to have another trendy cooking product. It would be the 50-year-old woman at the New Kids concert that you'd find entertaining. I said, does the Red Bull look the same as it always does? Set up Red Bulls in another 30. It's all Ford stuff right now. They were falling, Marion. But have you been seeing the fall from the Stranger Things 5 doc? Yeah, I really don't care about Stranger Things. I watched season 1 and then stopped, and frankly, that was the smart thing to do. It's funny because like I have a couple friends that are like, you gotta watch it, it's so good. Season 5 is actually like fantastic. And I'm like, everything I've heard from as someone who doesn't watch the show, it sounds awful, actually. I will admit it's mostly men that have been telling me that it was good, which I find fascinating. It's like, no, it makes sense that she might be dead or might be alone for the rest of time, away from her friends and found family. I'm like, okay, sure. I don't know. I just feel like when you hear about like Eleven's like ending as a woman, you're just like, sorry. And then when I've heard of the doc, I might watch the doc just because I love a train wreck. And frankly, it's fascinating because it looks to be the same in scope as the documentary that they did on Frozen 2, which Anarchy made me watch. She was like, Amanda, I'm shocked they put this out. But also, I do find it interesting because, like, the amount of people in the last couple of years, I think this might be a lockdown phenomenon. Because Stranger Things, people were convinced there was a secret another episode of Stranger Things 5 that was going to be released. And there never was going to be one. But there's been instances of that for a lot of major shows in the last, like, 5 years, I would say. Agatha all along had something like that where they were like, see, this is a fake episode. The real episode is dropping at this time. There was a couple of there was another one I'm blanking on right now. Where they were like, no, there's another episode that actually makes sense. And like some people were joking where it was like, surely I've done cocaine and that means that I'm going to miss the final episode because clearly there's something different that I'm missing, you know? Or like this happened also with the Taylor Swift stuff when she released Folklore and then Evermore. there was people convinced themselves that there was a secret third album that she hadn't released. Um, and that she was going to release constantly, which I think this is around the time that I think the Easter eggs like really went off the cliff with like Taylor Swift's audience, frankly, because it was like literally everything. There was like an edit at one point, or like there was like a scratched note when she was like planning names or something, and like there was like another name that was like Folklore Evermore adjacent that they like latched onto, you know? Okay, respectfully, Nanya, I don't think that counts. That's a game show where things actively change every single time. I don't think the surprise bonus finale counts in that context because that makes sense in the context of Game Changer. But in like a narrative fiction television show, it actually doesn't make sense. And it's like it's one thing for fans to like joke like, oh, there must be a secret episode. It's another thing when um there's a like a true belief. Like there were countdowns. People believed that Stranger Things had a secret episode that was dropping. They were convinced. Long live Swell. Thank you. The countdown and trolled so many people. That's funny. Sorry. That's hilarious. How was the pretzel? It was fine. It was dry. Thanks for following. I just don't. I think the Duffer Brothers in this instance as well, the Duffers, I think it also is an instance of just like hubris. Like we're seeing this as well, and I don't know how accurate this is, obviously. But George R. R. Martin just put out a statement, or he did an interview where he talked about House of the Dragon, the showrunner, and how he is not at all like attached to the show whatsoever anymore, and he doesn't know like the fallout and everything like that. And it started with season 2, and now in season 3, it's like a completely different story than what he worked on, which I don't know. I go back and forth about this. Like, I still haven't watched People We Meet on Vacation because, which I probably will when I get home. I think I want to watch it on my big TV, so I'm gonna wait. I don't want to watch it on my laptop. I want to watch it on my big TV when I get home. Um, but like, of Emily Henry's books that I've read, it is one of my least favorite, just because I don't like a friends to lovers story. I just don't like it because I can't relate. I will literally never develop feelings for a friend. If anything, the opposite happens always. But um, it is one of my least favorites of hers. And so I'm like already primed to not like the movie, which is why I'm like, I'm gonna wait till I'm in a good mood for it, you know? But like there's been a lot of changes to the story that changed in the movie that fundamentally changed the story from the book. You know what I'm saying? No dip. It's not about like I don't even like a cheese dip on a pretzel. That's the thing. They were like, "Do you want cheese?" And I was like, "Not really." Politely, I said that not. I was like, "No, thank you." Um, and it was just dry. It was just a bummer because it's like when you're waiting on something and just said, "Go touch grass." Don't believe it's just because it's online. That's so funny, actually. That's hilarious. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like I don't know. I don't remember what I brought this up. is open this year. I went for the first time last year. I went in 2023, no, 2024. I don't know if I'll go again this year. We'll see. If I get invited, we'll play it by ear, but it's not on the docket, I don't think, currently. Wait, hold on. Hang on. Oh, I see. Okay, so there was a Ford live stream. Rue, you owe me money. I know. The programming continues on Oracle Red Bull YouTube at 10. Yeah. So we had it right. It is at 10. Let me go to YouTube. Thank you for following. Switch account. So they had the Red Bull.
Listen,
so
you guys love to say that I don't talk about movies that I...
No, hang on. Videos. Live. Did they have it on YouTube? No, they didn't. Weird. Oh, okay. Okay, so they are getting the broadcast. For us, it's still going to be at 10. It looks like. Let me go to Red Bull Racing. Red Bull Racing. They have. Give me the channel. I have a pimple starting right here. It's going to drive me insane. Red Bull
Just a turnaround that we had as a team. I mean...
Live. Do we have the broad season launch upcoming in 2 hours? I don't really care about the Niners, to be frank with you. Have you seen the boy throw up TikToks? Yeah, I still think Anthro is behind it, but that's just me. Let's see. Live from Detroit. We'll see if she'll probably message me if there's more. Red-haired hot rod. I don't know what you're trying to send. If it's a link, links don't work in chat. How about the Rams? Sure, they're an LA team. I was rooting for the Chargers because they always give me stuff. CG, I think I'm more cash money than I'm swag. You going to see BTS on tour? Maybe. Who knows? I have 2 rings. This is Jade, and this is Stars. This is Sparkles. Hello, welcome in. For FordAuthority.com, it has all the info about the live streams. Oh, gosh. Okay, let me see. Having it at 10 is dumb. I still feel that. Okay, so they did that live. God, I hate these pop. Okay, never mind. Ford Authority is giving me too many pop-ups. Fuck y'all. Sorry, Ford. Hey, Queen. Hello. Twice is also torn this year. But I feel like you have high swagalicious levels. I don't. I want to do a review of the Sphere way back when, but it... Does YouTube still say starting soon? No, there's no way. Okay, I don't know what's happening with YouTube. Alas. I have like no storage space apparently. I've reviewed Area 15. There's an Omega Mart video from 2021, I think it is. The Red Bull and V-Carb car launches. It's on the Ford Racing YouTube channel. Okay. That's just like their stuff though. It's the Ford stuff. And then the Red Bull and all of that is after. Which now is apparently at 10. But they're flipping the stage around for them. And it's not even 8 here yet. Ugh. The sick astronaut on the ISS, yeah. Vegas is going to be blocking views of Trump Tower hotels, and I think it's funny. There we go. A very pleasant jump scare. Hi, Zalia. Welcome in. You gotta lose your mind to Detroit City. Sorry? Girl who agreed to go on a date with me hasn't responded. Do you have an actual date plan? Did you schedule a date? Did you plan a date? Or is this like, yeah, I'll go on a date with you, and then there was no other because that doesn't count. If there was no plan, it doesn't count. How's your evening? Good. We're waiting for car launches. It's a Kiss song. No, I got that. I am in a hotel. I don't date in this economy. Not unless you're loaded, frankly. Vroom, vroom. Vroom, vroom. Okay, they're doing blue on blue for the team kit, it looks like. This is what Max was wearing in some of the interviews, it looks like. No. Have you watched Heated Rivalry? Of course I did a video on Heated Rivalry. Of course I've watched Heated Rivalry. But yeah, no. If she hasn't responded to your message about a date, the answer is probably keep it pushing, you know? I feel so boring. What do you mean? Heated Rivalry or dating? Ugh. Rejected again, such as life. Or nothing for dinner tonight. I guess pizza? You should eat. This is not pizza, if that's what you're wondering.
How's your dog? Good, he's at home. He's at boarding. Eating apple peels. Taking a 10 plus year age gap. I don't care about a 10 plus year age gap, but like I'm also 28. I would not date younger. I would never date 10 years younger. I would not date an 18-year-old. I wouldn't date a 22-year-old, frankly. I wouldn't date a 23-year-old. Going up, though, I would. But I wouldn't date down. So I think it depends on the context. 19 dating 32. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? You know? I missed that Costco chicken bake my body wouldn't let me eat earlier. Dang. I have reviewed a furry convention furry flop in 2023. I reviewed Denver. I love a girl on TikTok who does the 100, 1,000 rejections challenge. Very nice. Okay. Their Red Bull show is starting right now. "30-second ads? No, I don't know. Hello. Would you do a bigger one? Yeah, I've been trying to do Midwest Fur Fest. It's just an odd time of year, you know? Why would you being Irish be a problem? The problem is that you're in my chat. The problem is that you're messaging me on DM. I'm a very in-person bitch. I don't do internet dating. If I don't meet you in person, you might as well be a Tamagotchi to me. My brain does not register that as like a real interaction. Please, that's my hometown convention. Me and my partner love your videos. What was your favorite video you filmed in 2025? I kind of really liked, I always bring up the Bigfoot one just because I do think it's funny. Trying to think if there's any others. There's others, but I just filmed so many that it's like I don't keep track of them like that, you know? Thank you for following. A Tamagotchi. Have you ever reviewed a Pet Eds quote? I've been to a bunch. There's a ton in California, but I've never done a video on one. Hi, Amanda, love your vids. Thank you. Regional variant of pizza. I really don't have a fave variant of pizza. Because, like, I like a thin crust. I also like a deep dish, you know? Like, I'm all over the place. If it's good, you know? Like, if it's, like, because, like, I've also had horrible deep dishes. And I've had horrible thin crust, you know? So, like, although I will say I'm a pizza folder. So, there is that. I hope she remembers to feed us. You guys are funny. Literally just watched your video. Nice. Love your content, by the way, it's so fresh to me. Thank you. Much appreciated. Make some of my videos too or not. I know a lot of the people that do commentary. There's not a lot of people that do event reviews. So sometimes someone who does event review like con reviews, I'll watch that because it's like usually one I haven't been to. That's always fun. If they're making a video on a topic that I'm thinking about or might do in the future, I don't watch it. But yeah, sometimes it depends. I love an explainer video. I love, like, I don't make essay content, but I love an essay video. Yeah, a little over the place. I watch a bunch of different things. Yeah, I'm not opposed to doing other videos with Smosh. They're great people, you know, so if they ever invite me back, I would love to go on. I have seen the Steady Hands collab, but I'm still on a no by you. I'm being responsible. In a random drawer in the house. Given the state of everything, that sounds restful is crazy, Kimiko. Come on. I'm hoping she'll send me a photo of the car so I can at least see it. I won't show you guys because I don't want to get her in trouble, obviously. But I'll keep a secret. I want to see it. Let's see. Hi, Talia. I just know it's going to look exactly the same. The Red Bull's going to look exactly the same. The V-Carb could look different. We're most looking forward to. Sure. I mean, you never really know. Things change. There's only so much that's booked. Me and Sparkly literally were just talking about doing a events wish list meeting soon, so we shall see. Is Mad Dogging me today? I'm here for the Detroit Auto Show. Consumerism and junk? Maybe. For what? Detroit is becoming human. Wish were at others. Ooh. Favorite thing I've seen at a con and wish was at others. See, so many conventions are like trend focused. So usually if something happens at one con, most other cons either follow suit or have been doing it already. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to think if there's anything that I've seen at a con that I haven't seen since. I don't think there really is anything because like usually it's a lot of what's not working. It's usually the things that I'm glad to see are like accessibility, sign language, interpreters, water stations, security and personnel in brightly colored shirts and things like that. Like it's, there's nothing that I'm like a ball pit maybe. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. There's not really anything like that, Popping to say you were a delight. Thank you, Toby. Do you have a fan P.O. box? Yeah, it's if you go to my Instagram or in the description. I think it's in the description box of all the YouTube videos. But if you scroll through my highlights, there should be a P.O. box button, and that's the proper P.O. box. I have been to SneakerCon, yes. We should bring back. Was that not? Was that 26? That was 2014. I thought. 2014 was DashCon, the first one. I went to DashCon too. It's funny because the amount of people that are like, "Man, are you gonna do the 2016 trend?" And I was like, "No. If you want to see photos of 18-year-old Amanda, I'm gonna need you to dig through my Instagram like a real weirdo." How was SneakerCon? SneakerCon is just attached to Anime Impulse in Anaheim when I went, and it was fine. I got my ESPN jacket that everyone compliments me on all the time because I love it, but yeah. Sorry, I can't count. LOL, you're fine. Crochet a cardigan for you. Thank you. Improve things such as bag pickup on day one. Lines can be super long. Lines will always be super long. Having registration be open the day before is honestly the only recommendation I can give you. That's the only thing that would be helpful. Or doing mail for early registrants. Having multiple registration spots, things like that. That's the only thing, but that's for bigger cons. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for smaller cons to accommodate that. You can go Sneaker Night by Vanessa Hudgens. I used to love your YouTube videos. Thank you for previously being a fan. I saw that post on Threads. Yep. I feel very strongly about it. Of course he has a new show called Cancelled. Of course. Let's see. Did she message me? No. I'm just checking stories to see if... Okay, she posted the car reveal. This is the Ford one. Boop. Just driving it in. It is crazy to do a blue car reveal with blue lights and blue carpet on everything. Like, wouldn't you want colored carpet and stuff so you can actually see the thing? Like, what are we... Let's see. Thank you for following. Gene Vids, LOL, you're stunning app. Thank you. It stars, I think, Jacob Sartorius for Harvard. What? Sneaker Night, I think of that one Danny Gonzalez and Drew Gooden vid. Dark Horse SC was sick. There you go. All right, they have posted all. Are these AI generated versions of the cars? Oh no, this is to show the cars that they're going to be running for WEC. No, IMSA and WEC. Interesting, interesting. The car's going to look so much, it's going to look exactly the same for Red Bull. I'm calling it now. I opened the YouTube app for a second. Hi. Yeah, no one knows I have a TikTok for some reason because no one TikTok doesn't show any of my videos. They should have wings on the car. Maybe they'll add wings. Maybe that's what they'll do. That would be good. Yeah, we're not going to stay live for 10. Let's hope that she pulls through and sends me the video so I can see it. And I'll give you guys my take. But I'm not staying awake till 10. Not that I couldn't. But also, my hotel room has a bathtub. And I could enjoy a bathtub instead of waiting till 10. You know. Is that a sign of shadow ban? What do you mean? No. It has nothing to do with the shadow ban. No, it's just I'm not a short form creator, so like I don't make, you know, I'm all over the place when it comes to posting content on short form. And also there's no niche on TikTok like on YouTube, but on YouTube it works because you can get a bunch of my videos in one go. On TikTok it's less conducive, you know? It's like, yeah, I just want to goof around and have a good time on TikTok, which is why starting Girly Pop Go TikTok page made sense because then I could, you know, specifically have a car and motorsport page, which is why it was growing fairly consistently. And then it decided to get banned. So it's just annoying. Do I see you typically? Hi, Audrey. I know, they never show me on here, which is why when I go live, though, I also refuse to do TikTok Shop. I could do TikTok Shop, and it would definitely show me to more people. I'd probably make more money, frankly, but I don't want to, you know? I'm in Detroit right now, so I'm on ET. Coldest part of the year here. We got snow. I was cold. You should drop ship. I really don't want to. I'll finish my book before I drop ship. Like, I'll stay up late. It's more so I don't want to yap at 10 p.m. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll probably be awake at 10. I'll probably be awake at 11. But I want to not be talking to a camera or a screen at 10 if I can help it. Wait, you're in Michigan? I live here. Yes, hi, I'm here for the auto show. Oh gosh. I'm just tired. Something similar in the vein of that one creator who does like genuine, yeah, but I'd still be selling you something. And it's like, I don't know. If I wanted to do a deal, I would do a deal. But like, the rates are just not worth it, frankly. Some people make money because they're only doing TikTok shop. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that. So it is what it is. Come on, hook it up, post the videos. Live from Detroit, except it's not. It's a broadcast. I know where my door is always open. Thanks. So many effing ads on Reels. Yeah. And it's annoying because I don't even make money from Reels like that. I make money on Facebook, but like pennies. Excited for Focus on a Job as soon as I asked this year. Yeah, I'm just tired. I've already been to 3 states and left the country, so a long start, long January. It's only the 15th, so long run. Everyone is being so totally normal about Harry Styles releasing new music. Oh, God. Yeah, see, I'm yawning. This isn't doing anything. This is a problem. It's probably not healthy. I mean, I've been here for a couple of days. Going out irks me. Yeah, the AI ads suck. It makes me think you have no money. Okay, they're apparently talking about the power unit now. Every desk having an energy drink on it. Me telling my trainer, yeah, I want to get back into running for heart health. Like, multiple things can be true. The DIA while you're in Detroit, it's really good art museum. I have been told that. I have some downtime. before the next show day I do, so we'll see. Oh, what I need to see is there's a movie I need to see. I didn't realize how prevalent AI ads on cable TV. Yep. They are unfortunately everywhere. Why am I being called Unk? They're calling me Unk, chat. You know what sucks when you think a movie is like released widely and then you remember, no, you're from LA. Live in 105 minutes. Please don't let Hadjar down, so I'm reading chat. Not the freshly 28-year-old baby turned Unk. We're gonna hope you're having a good day. Thank you, I'm tired. And the car people are being annoying and difficult. They don't want me to know about cars, truly. All screenings are LA and New York. Yeah. When I get home, I can watch it. I was just hoping with my downtime I could. Ew! I hate when I'm following someone and they just like casually post a conversation that they had with ChatGPT. Like, what are we actually doing? Apparently the crowd is like really mild at the launch. That's not fun. Were you always so smart with money? No, I literally have credit card debt. I literally have stupid credit card debt. Yeah, a friend of mine is slipping into AI psychosis, and there's literally, unfortunately, nothing we can do because it's not like it's very minor and tame, but she's becoming very attached to this. Not like she's in love with it, but like this is like her best friend, which is another issue. But like there's no self-harming behaviors or like she's not a threat to others or anything like that. So we're just kind of monitoring the situation because you kind of can't negotiate with someone that thinks that this tool is not only like their best friend, but also is helping them become a better person. Can't really negotiate with someone like that. So we're just monitoring the situation. You can know a lot about money and still be done with money, you know? I was broke most of my life. And then I got money. I don't think he's rumored married to an AI. I don't think he's actually married. I think he's fake married. Has anyone found a marriage certificate? I kind of love the idea of a totally fake partner, and then he's like, fuck, this lie has gone too long. I love that like there's other wags that are like trying to invite her out.
And they're like, we don't think she exists. Like, it's so funny. I don't think he's married to an AI. I think he made up a lie of being married. Yeah. So what are your experiences? Yeah, we don't listen to AI in this household, Hen. I don't know what to tell you. It's not Kendra level, no. Oh? Okay, apparently around the so they're doing the reveal and stuff now. They're talking about the powertrain. They're cleaning up the event area around them. It's like we're gonna get kicked out the second they're done, LMAO. It's like, yeah, you probably are. You probably are. To do the Studio Ghibli slop without my consent. Thinking sending the prompt to me as a gift had to mute them. No. But it's so helpless. I'm on live not giving a fucking. Oh, I'm sorry. Down into Aaron Rodgers thing, but why do you think he's lying? So basically, he's wearing like a big chunky wedding ring that's like a rubber black wedding ring. Seemingly has talked about his wife a lot, but like no one has seen his wife. Like there's no proof of him being married. Like there's no photos of them together. The other women on the team, like the other like wives and partners of the other people on the team are like, we're trying to invite her out. This also could be a fake story, but like there's like no, yeah, wife. He's saying that he's married, like, and there's no proof of like this person existing. Like, and it's one thing to be like, because like there's plenty of private relationships, but like there's proof they're together, you know, like there's a private relationship and then there's a fake relationship, you know, like I don't think he's actually married. And also frankly with how public with how much of a high profile he is, if he were like legally married, there would be like people would have found that record already. Like that would have already been found. I know from YouTube. Hi. Aaron Rodgers, let me see, hang on. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers' wife. Yeah, Brittany with an I is all we know. Okay, let me find. Oh, I see. Aaron Rodgers' mystery wife rumored to be an AI chatbot named Brittany. I think we're following Cassandra. Married. He's legally married in a remote country. Brittany. Okay, this is from Yahoo. Who is Aaron Rodgers' wife? What we know about woman he secretly married. Aaron Rodgers has yet to confirm the name of his wife, though he spoke about dating a woman named Brittany months earlier. This is from 2 days ago. In June 2025, Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Aaron Rodgers revealed that he's married. He has yet to reveal his wife's name. Rodgers has gushed about his wife, calling her incredible in an interview. Aaron Rodgers' wife is a very private person. The Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback first went public with his relationship in December of 2024, revealing he was dating a woman named Brittany. By June 2025, he shared an even bigger update that he had secretly married a couple months earlier. The confirmation came after fans noticed a possible wedding band on his finger at the Kentucky Derby in May. Rodgers has yet to reveal the identity of his wife, and according to his interview at the Pat McAfee show in June 2025, he has no plans to do so. My private life is staying private. I'm with somebody who wants to be private, he said. The football player has had several high-profile relationships, including with actresses Shailene Woodley and Olivia Munn, as well as retired NASCAR star Danica Patrick. In his 2024 Netflix docuseries Aaron Rodgers Enigma, the football player opened up about how dating celebrities made it a little bit more difficult to keep his romantic life private. I didn't do myself any favors with some of the girls I dated after that. They were in the public eye. I definitely hated it at first, like really despised it. I enjoyed my private life. So who is Aaron Rodgers' wife? Here's everything the quarterback has said about their relationship.
revealed he was dating a woman named Brittany in December of 2024. His girlfriend Brittany, after he first mentioned her name, one of the co-hosts who appeared caught off guard by Rogers' revelation, jokingly said Spears. Not Britney Spears, no, this is Brittany with an I, Rogers clarified, adding that his new girlfriend doesn't watch the Pat McAfee show and doesn't have social media, but he thinks she is a fan of the host, Pat McAfee. Rogers has not publicly confirmed Brittany is the woman he married. He called their relationship serious in April of 2025. Rare update about how his romance. I'm in a different phase of my life. I'm 41 years old. I'm in a serious relationship. I have off the field stuff going on that requires my attention. Focusing on self-love helped him love others. In June 2025, he revealed he'd been married for a couple of months. Had a wedding ring. While he remained tight-lipped, detailed a couple months ago, the announcement came early 1 month after Rogers sparked marriage rumors, wearing a dark-colored band on his ring finger. Rogers has not publicly identified his wife, and she also hasn't crossed paths with any of his former teammates or their spouses. New York Jets wags Miranda Williams and Jesse Vera Tucker told People in August of 2025 that Rogers never introduced a partner to the team during 2 seasons in New York. It literally came out of nowhere, Vera Tucker said of Rogers' marriage. I never saw anyone, never met anyone, Williams added. Said his wife is incredible. In July 2025, Rogers opened up about his wife while chatting with the NFL Network. Training camp, when you meet the right one, you're with the right one. Your whole world changes in a second. And to have the person, okay, my guess is secret husband or AI. Thank you for following. I just really love her, and I'm so thankful to have her by my side at the end. When you have that stability and the rock behind you at the house, you feel like you can do anything. His and the Steelers. Rogers signed a 1-year, $13.65 million contract with the Pittsburgh Steelers in June of 2025 at the advisement of his wife's sister. I was taking orders from my new sister-in-law, Mia. He said, okay, so we know his sister-in-law's wife, but not his wife's name. She's 20 and she's the brains of the family. That's so specific. The Steelers reached the playoffs. Lose, Yeah, that's it. I like an AI. We're following. We were reading about Aaron Rodgers' maybe secret fake wife. I feel like this is the never-ending Red Bull can. Oh, gosh. Hi, Non. Welcome in. Hey, anyone have $3 million? Warner Brothers is selling 10 functional Batmobiles. I got double audio? No, I definitely don't. Which movies? What do you mean? It might be, you may have to reopen your app, Nan. That might be it. Let me just dive into Gold's Coin. Oh, sorry, which I mentioned the Batmobiles. I'm so sorry. I zoned out. I'm tired. That's why I don't want to be live till 10. I just don't want to. Which Batmobiles? It doesn't say, I don't think. Let me see. It might be from, they might have just used them for multiple. It's the tumblers. These are not street legal. It doesn't really say. Oh wait, no, they're from The Dark Knight. Yeah, just from The Dark Knight. The bathtub is calling you. It is. Batman broke the law? Of course he broke the law. The ones they used in Chicago. If you have 3 million, there you go. Night, boss, night. She's probably getting her content, and then I need her to message me. The Red Bull's gonna look the same. Like, I know it's gonna be identical. But it'd be really funny if it wasn't. The police couldn't stop Batman, they wouldn't be able to stop me. It became street suggestion instead of street laws. See, how's the weather? It was clear skies when I sat down. Hold on, let me see. Still clear. I think it's supposed to snow tomorrow. We'll see. Yeah, it says tomorrow there's a chance of snow at like noon. Every other day. Fun. Grand old time. I just need to know what the card looks like and then I can end the live. I need to plug my phone in. Hold on. Maybe I end the TikTok live because it's, oh, nope. Oh wait, it's not plugged in. Dang it, I forgot. There we go. There we go. Now we're plugged in. Now we're charging. Starts at 2 a.m. tonight. It is for sure over by Kalamazoo. Fun. Nice case. This one? Oh, this one. Yeah, this is the new one. Finally, after 16 months with the old phone case, I finally have a new phone case. It was well overdue. The old phone case was falling apart. A can with wheels. The F1 Red Bull and V-Carb team cars for Formula One season. They are the first car launch for their season livery. Cadillac launched their test livery, like the car, what the car is going to look like for testing, which starts in 2 weeks, I think, for the first test. So it's like, it's smart to do that because it's like the car's going to leak anyway once you do testing. Like there's photographers and like things will be leaked. So you might as well get ahead of it. So launching it here was smart at the Detroit Auto Show. But yeah. Thank you for following Not Naomi. Welcome in.
Yeah, I extended my no buy year because I still have credit card debt. I took way less out of my credit card debt last year than I would have liked, which is fine. That was the responsible thing to do, was to like give it time, so that I didn't financially fuck myself. Also, I just personally made less money last year. My bills and stuff were fine, but like disposable income that I could put towards debt, not really there. Um, so yeah, this year, locking in another no buy year. It was much easier though. Also, frankly, doing it for the first year has really helped also because now, like, it's way easier for me to talk myself out of buying stuff. And also, everything is horrible quality now. Like, the quality is awful. And I'm very much like a buy it nice or buy it twice person. Like, I really believe in cost per wear and things like that. So, like, I'm willing to spend more money on something if it's a nicer quality item. But even nicer quality item stuff is made shitty right now. Like, it's really crazy. So, like, not a ton is tempting me. Not a lot. Anything quality anywhere without doing hours of research. Yeah, like my suitcase that I'm using for this trip is falling apart. I'm gonna try and fix it when I get home, but I need like some heavy duty thread. I should be able to fix it. It should be fine. Um, but like the Tumi luggage that I bought 2 years ago, which is my checked bag, it's too heavy. It's a fabric Tumi bag, and it's great. It's got lifetime warranty, but the problem is fabric bags, though durable, unfortunately, are heavier. So I've been having a lot of issues with weight when I'm checking a bag, and I can't have that. So I may have no choice but to get another checked luggage bag. So I'm going to look around and I'm going to share, I'll probably do a video here on TikTok talking about the my experience with luggage to see if I get any recommendations. I have friends that really like Away. Calpak goes back and forth. The one I have is Calpak, but like I had Calpak before this and it fell apart. Like it literally busted horribly from like one checked bag trip from like a gentle airline too, which I was like, not worth it. Monos is good, but I have been having issues with Monos. I've never had base. So I don't know. I'm figuring it out. I'll figure it out, but I don't want Rimowa. I really don't want a Rimowa suitcase unless I can find one secondhand. Then I'd be like, maybe. But yeah. But I have zero desire to buy a brand new Rimowa. So your YouTube videos. Hi, Holly. Welcome in. Yeah, Monos has a great... This is the carry-on. They're doing a collab right now that is... Check-in medium. It's like green. It's a limited edition green that's like a bright green. It's beautiful. I want it. And Simon Miller. Yeah, it's the Simon Miller. It's pretty, but it's like... It's not nearly as bad as like a Rimowa. It's $4.75, which for a specialty bag that is good quality, that's not too bad. But yeah, I don't know anyone that has like the big Monos. July is another one that I've heard a lot of things about. That's Rimowa. A used Rimowa on the RealReal? Wait. Could this be the move? If everyone's doing non-bookish drama vids as well, I would listen to your takes on everything. I mean, yeah, I do non-bookish drama vids all the time. It depends. I literally did influencer drama a minute ago. Ah, who did what? Rare Gangster, I'm so fried. Thank you for the raid. I'm in Detroit. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. How was your stream? TikTok, for those of you that don't understand, another streamer, Rare Gangster, raided me with their viewers. So we have an extra 250 people in chat now. Thank you. Welcome in. Hi. My name is Amanda. You're watching Swell Entertainment. I do a lot of things, but I do a lot of event reviews, and I'm currently in Detroit for the Detroit Auto Show, and we were supposed to go live because we were going to watch the Red Bull and VCarb and Ford live stream event of them revealing all their cars for the season. However, they lied to us, and so the current event, thank you, gift for the gift sub to our gangster self, thank you. I would raise the flag for you on the Swell Grand Prix, but alas, I am traveling. But thank you so much for coming in. Sorry. Was quiet for once. Rare was quiet for once. Okay, I'm very proud of you. Rare, thank you for the gifted sub to self. I'm stuck in North Carolina on a work trip, losing my mind. We got snow here yesterday all through the night. It was supposed to be an hour of flurries. It turned into 15 hours of snow. And I'm a California princess, so I'm not built for this. Self, thank you so much. She had to whisper for game mechanics. It was novel. Ooh. Very fun. Thank you guys for the gift subs. We're pretty bad this morning, not gonna lie. Yeah, they were rough. Beefing with my chick while I'm in jail. Okay. I become more of a desert creature this year, and I don't like it. I'm just very much a water person. And, like, I'm technically near the Detroit River, but there's also hunks of ice floating in it. You know what I'm saying? How do y'all do it? I'm not loving it. I have post-nasal drip right now. It's not pleasant. Yeah, I was playing the Quiet Place game. It tracks your mic audio. I don't think I would do well at that because my dog would bark and I would jump 6 feet and then I would die. You know what I'm saying? Overconsumption within the influencer industry, Michaela Noguera, etc. Yeah, I mean, I've definitely talked about it from time to time. I've covered the underconsumption trend and things like that before. There's just, there's a lot of... I think a lot of people are against the overconsumption stuff now. Like, I love a haul, but I love an intentional haul. Like, I love someone that's like, hey, this is my favorite brand. I've been looking at these products for a while, these pieces for a while, and I finally pulled the trigger. Let me show you what I've been looking at. And then they talk through, like, why they got everything. That I like. I don't like hey, guys, I've never shot from here before, so I got 80 things. Like, I don't like that, Yeah, I'm going to check out your video on Conslap. Let's go. That was a good video. I love that video from last year. And yeah, I just think, I don't know. I think a lot of people are very against the overconsumption content now and like massive overconsumption. Just because one, no one has money. Everything is getting worse in the US, unfortunately. And also, again, no one has money. And so it's hard for a lot of people, especially when they're losing their jobs, to see influencers that are making money from them, their viewership, their purchases, over consuming, and then complaining about it. You know what I'm saying? Oof, like the red retro microwave I waited years to buy. Yeah, if you like it, you like it. Yeah, so it's been fun. Okay, hang on, wait. Did she? Nope, no messages. My friend is at the car launch thing right now, which is how I know it's like literally happening. I was right, the car looks the same. Okay, the Red Bull looks the same, and all she will tell me is that the V-carb is fun. That's it. Seeing Michaela sell crappy lipstick just to post a haul in the 100,000s was just so tone deaf. I gotta slow down on him just to think of other jokes. All right, I'll stay live for a little longer so we can keep yapping. But yeah, Twitch chat, there's 300 of you in chat. I was like, oh, maybe it's like 80. No, there's 300 of you. There's 19 of you on TikTok. What do you think of some TikTokers or YouTubers complain about people not watching them? Especially if they have millions of followers. I mean, I've talked about this. I talked about the Jaclyn Hill stuff. I made a video on it. Basically, I mean, I'm a YouTuber and I have 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. I have 62K or whatever here on TikTok. Like, sometimes your audience is just not a TikTok audience, and that's okay. My audience, I prefer having a long form audience. I am the only one of my friends that are like full time creators that do TikTok that aren't reliant on TikTok. And I'm frankly one of the only people not having money problems right now in regards to my content. Personally, I have dumb credit card debt, but that's me being stupid. Swell Entertainment as a business is doing great, you know. The short form income is not very consistent. And so I prefer to not get most of my views from TikTok. You know what I'm saying? But like the reality is that opportunities and things like that, a lot of sponsors want to put money on TikTok. A lot of invites come from TikTok. They want short form because the turnaround is faster, you know? So it's definitely, yeah, YouTube seems like a more sustainable debt for sure. 100% rare. It's 100% more sustainable. Absolutely. And it's, you know, it's one of those things where it's like I give my friends a hard time about like really trying to make an effort with YouTube. And they're like, but it's so much work. And I'm like, I hear you, but the work is worth it in the long run. Like, it sucks for a little bit, but like if you like, and the reality is you can't bring a horse to water. Like, I love making content. I love making YouTube videos. That's my passion. I barely like doing short form content. I like doing short form content because it's much easier for me to be like, I can do this right now. You know what I'm saying? Versus long form, I have like a standard for it, you know? But like TikTok wants the standard, but also the money's not there for the standard. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least there is, even if there's not an ad, like tomorrow's video, there's no ad on tomorrow's video. There's no brand deal. But like you watching it, I'm going to still make a decent amount of money. Whereas if it was a TikTok video, it would not be making that type of money. You know what I'm saying? For like comparable views, if not more. It's like long-term stability versus short-term growth. Yeah, I mean, the reality is that there's a lot of events that I've had my team submit me for, and they're like, we just don't have the space for someone with 60K followers on TikTok. And they're like, oh, she has 500,000 on YouTube. They're like, and they just don't care, you know? But it's like, it is what it is. I have the longevity. I've been doing this for 11 years. I've been full-time since 2020. I'll be fine, you know? It's been trying to get into YouTube because I'm going to make little pet shop music videos. The problem is I need to build the sets, and I hate building sets. Also, it depends on what type of music, Kuna, because you will get copyright claims. There is also that. Especially if you have millions of followers. Was it your dream to be a content creator? I mean, I wanted to be famous. I wanted to be an actress. I want an Academy Award. I still do. I want to write. I want to voice act. I want to be in a fucking Marvel movie. You know, like I want to be I want to be a scream queen. You know, like like these are really real goals. And when I was making videos, there was a bunch of YouTubers that were getting asked to audition for projects or be in projects because they had the YouTube audience. And a lot of them were not very good. And I was like, I'm better than that. And so I started doing YouTube. And over time, I just fell in love with the content creation side of it and like the writing and directing and talking to a camera. It's something I'm very passionate about. But I realized that over time, I was 16, you know. And then, yeah, it took off when I was 22, which I think was for the best. I just didn't even watch the Golden Globes, frankly. Thank you for following, Jamdo. They're not going to be monetized. This is for me just having fun. Yeah, absolutely. Great. Perfect. You voice act and are niche famous. I'm super... Don't you know I'm an internet micro celebrity? And I don't really voice act. I voice act for other YouTubers. I would love to do an actual voice acting project at some point this year. That's in the docket, but, you know, we shall see. But yeah, I do voice acting for YouTuber stuff. For when they need someone to be angry. Would you be a guest on someone's podcast? I've been guests on people's podcasts. You voice act and are niche famous. That counts in my opinion. That's fair. It does count.
I've become picky with podcasts though. You gotta have more than two reviews on Apple Podcasts, more than 100 followers, subscribers on YouTube. Like I've become very picky with podcasts. You were number 1 on my YouTube rap this year. You did TikTok. Hi, welcome in. I've been here since 2019 or 2020. With a smile like that, why aren't you on the silver screen? No idea, bro. No, I'm kidding. I have no idea. Thank you for following, Carls. Let's see. I don't think there's anything more. Is there anything else you guys wanted to talk about before I wrap up this and take a bath? My hotel room is a bathtub, and I've been in it for a good chunk of this trip. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Anything good? Someone leak the... Why are they in... Okay, no one's leaking anything. Meh. Live in it if I have one. Is it one of those big, wide, deep? No, I'm in like a Holiday Inn, chat. Washcloth or hands? Ew, I use a scrubber. Ew. Someone's head is getting too big. That's it. Yep. I'm big time in small podcasts. Podcasts are also just like, I can have a conversation with a rock, but frankly, the reality is that I get reached out to by a lot of podcasts that just see my follower count and don't actually know about me or care about my content whatsoever. And then it's the most awkward conversation of all time. It's very weird. And frankly, there's too many podcasts these days. Frankly, I did the world a service by discontinuing mine. I really am charitable in that way. Is we get to see Daniel at launch. Yep. Too nice to the weird questions you are asked on your lives, isn't it? On occasion. I should be meaner. Maybe this is the maybe that's what the current political climate is calling for, Amanda becoming a mean bitch in 2026. Maybe that's my next era. Mean bitch era. Have you heard about the Sakura Con volunteer situation? They're making their volunteers sign 3-year NDAs. That's deranged. That's crazy. I'm sorry, that convention needs to crash and burn, actually. That's crazy. If you're not going to pay people, you should, like, a standard NDA for the event, for operations, like an NDA that is like, hey, for operational things, like information, like for example, there is like technically an in perpetuity NDA that me and Sparkly have. Sparkly is my digital assistant, for those who don't know, also one of my mods for Twitch. But we have one because Sparkly has personal details about me. Like, Sparkly has my address. In some instances, they've seen some of my social security number. You know, like there's information that they have. So there's specific information for my personal information that is an in perpetuity NDA. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, yeah, if you are the one that leaks this, I am within my legal right to make it a problem, you know? But it's like, they can talk about whatever they want, you know? Like, there's certain, like, if it's like proprietary information, then that's one thing. But if it's like, oh yeah, to volunteer, I'm also paying Sparkly. This isn't even the same thing. I'm paying them, you know? They get shmoney. Not shmoney, but they get some money, you know? Crowd is not hyped, lame. Apparently they both look badass though. Can't post online who I work for. 'Tis a secret. I mean, you shouldn't want to. People are too open online about what they post. I should not know if I've never met you in person, I should not know where you work. I should not be able to figure that out for your own safety. We have gone so backwards when it comes to internet safety. It's actually baffling. I don't understand I get being like, oh, I want to show my work, but it's like the Mac lady, okay? I work at a Mac at LAX. I'm not shocked you got fired, but even then it's like, let's have like some ounce of critical thought as to why you shouldn't detail exactly when and where you work. You know what I'm saying? I was at my other convention, so a lot of volunteers that used to work at that convention were there working, and I got to talk to a few of them, and they were like saying, yeah, the place is shit. They banned me from working there because they did not like me expressing my opinion that they weren't complying with ADA. It's shitty, but also like there's a reason that like not every I think there's far less whistleblower protections when it comes to online. You making an official report, going to the police, things like that, a journalist, you are then protected by whistleblowing laws, especially if you are whistleblowing on the fact that a crime is being committed, you know? But like there's far less protections if you go online and you like share those details, you know what I'm saying? Like just because the law does not see that as a necessary step. It's important to get the information out there, but also to protect your own self and your own ability to get a job in the future. It is the smarter thing to go to the media or go to a creator or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Someone who's already a public-facing person. Like, there's a reason there are people that come to me. You know what I'm saying? Because they know I'm never going to try and get a job with this company, and I'm cool with that. There's a reason creators come to me to complain about things because they want to still get work in the industry. And unfortunately, it's like, yeah, it's shitty, but they can do that. And if it's a volunteer thing as well, you have far less protections as a volunteer, which is not fair, but that's why they do it. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for following. Stranger Dangerous Kids, yep. I finally finished the Never Ending Red Bull. Time for water. Me with my comically large water. Oh. Ow. Oh, come on. Okay, hang on, I need a towel. All right. All right, chat. I really want to take a bath. So I think I'm going to end the stream. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm going to end TikTok first. Thank you guys for hanging out. Bye. A little easier to end this one. If it does end now. There we go. There we go. Okay. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Weren't complaining online. They were complaining to management, and management was banning them for saying that. Yeah, unfortunately, they can do that. It sucks. It's shitty, and especially the context. But, like,
unfortunately, when you complain at a job, they can do that. It's not fair. But like, for example, if you were like, I need this accommodation because of ADA compliance, or like because I'm disabled, and then they fire you, that's one thing. But even then, if you sign on to volunteer and you agree to X, Y, and Z by signing on to volunteer, and then your disability prevents you from being able to do the job, then that is also a separate thing. You know what I'm saying? Then there is the instance of just like you not being disabled and then being like, hey, this is not ADA compliant because of X, Y, and Z. It's shitty, and like it should be called out, but like they still can decide not to work with you again. Doesn't make it right. No, I hear you, Kuna. No, I get it. I am talking about from the volunteer level though. There's just infinitely less protection. Cause also they can lie. They can say, if this interaction did not happen, say over email. Cause also, how do they know they were banned from volunteering again? Have they just not been invited back to volunteer? Like there's just levels. There's nuance to this probably. Doesn't make it right. I want to make that clear. But like, it's also very easy for me to be like, oh, I'm banned from this job. And it's like, no, I'm not. You know, like, would they hire me again? Probably not. But like, it doesn't necessarily mean I'm banned. It just means that I'm no longer, you know, in the mix. Like, unless they were sent, if they have like email proof or something where it's like, or they've been told you will not be allowed back on the premises, or you will not be allowed, you are not allowed to volunteer again, or something like directly, that's one thing. But like finishing the job and then just not being invited back is not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are companies that like, they can't ban me. They may want to, but they can't. I can't say that they want to ban me though. That's not a thing, you know? All right, we'll wrap it up. Thank you guys for hanging out. Sorry for the car launch issues. Bye.